Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's time for my daily dose. I am DC, creator and host of Barside Jive, and I want to welcome you once again to my daily dose. Today is Monday, September 16th, 2019. And you are witnessing my Siege on Normalcy Tour, day 45. 45 days, guys. It's a miracle.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Now, let's talk some rock and roll. On this day, 1964 is the year, Shindig premiered on ABC.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a humble man named Jack Good. I'm also the producer of Shindig. I thought it might amuse you to know that the Beatles are coming!
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way it goes. Twice each week as Shindig moves with a big beat.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
The big stars. The big sounds.
And a lot of you probably don't know what in the hell I'm talking about. But some of you do. Shindig premiered on ABC. The show, the first program dedicated to rock and roll, much like this show, spotlighted many of the greatest pop, rock, and soul acts of the day during its run from September 16th, 1964 to January 8th, 1966. Jerry Lee Lewis played the piano. Tina Turner and Marvin Gaye sang a raucous duet. Go-go dancers even danced in the background, except, when the stage grew dark and silent and old James Brown stepped up to the microphone for a gospel-drenched ballad. In 1964, when Bonanza, Hoss Cartwright's Bonanza, and Andy Griffith, one of my favorite shows, ruled the airwaves, an upstart show called Shindig had the audacity to broadcast rock and roll during prime time. Yeah, and it was loud too. And it was not created for a pleasant family evening, I can assure you. Guys, Sam Cooke, Roy Orbison, Chuck Berry, the Beatles,
I got a whole lot of things to tell her when I get home.
Howlin' Wolf, and even the Rolling Stones. Man, they were all there. Black and white musicians were thrown together in an era when much of the country was still segregated. And for the first time, TV had a rock music show that was truly about freaking music. Awesome, right? Well, if you weren't around for it, you missed out. Sure, there was American Bandstand. It was already an institution at that time, but that came on afternoons with dancing kids and interviews, and usually just one singer doing a pop tune. It was freaking boring. It wasn't rock and roll. Shindig pounded the audience, pounded the audience with a dozen performers in a half hour. It would make you freaking dizzy. James Brown said, "Music don't breathe unless it's live." He was so right, so right. James Brown, who did appear often on the show, gyrated through Papa's Got a Brand New Bag on a platform with girls circling below as though in an ancient ritual. Shindig was the greatest, he said. It gave us what was happening in the world. But ABC never knew what to do with the show. By 1966, after months of format changes and a lot of backstage bickering, it was off the freaking air. The original reels were shelved in a storage room, and at one point, rumor had it that the tapes of the series were recorded over with episodes of, you're not going to believe this, recorded over with episodes of The Dating Game. Right? Wow, what a loss. I don't think we realized what we had, said Bobby Sherman, who got his start as a regular on Shindig. It was the first MTV. Wow. On September 16th, 1964, America got a real taste of primetime rock and roll. And it was over like that. But then came MTV. Cool. On this day in 1977, what a year that was, the Talking Heads became the newest band from downtown New York to arrive when their debut, Talking Heads 77, hit shelves nationwide. These guys were former art students who became involved in the 70s New York punk scene. They were active only for like 16 years. It was like 1975 to 1991, but their list of accomplishments is freaking long. In 2002, Talking Heads were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 4 of their albums appear in Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. 4! And 3 of their songs, Psycho Killer, you guys remember that one, right? Life During Wartime and Once in a Lifetime were included among the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. The Talking Heads were also number 64 on VH1's list of the 100 greatest artists of all time. In the 2011 update of Rolling Stone's 100 greatest artists of all time, they were ranked number 100. Wow. What a band, what a band, what a band. All right, moving on. Perfect Strangers was released on this day. The year was 1984, and it was not only the first Deep Purple record in 9 years, but it saw the return of the Mark II lineup, with which they rose to stardom. That awesome lineup was guitarist Ritchie Blackmore, keyboardist John Lord, drummer Ian Pace, vocalist Ian Gillan, and bassist Roger Glover. Woo! What a lineup. Did you know that Deep Purple was originally formed under the name Roundabout in March of 1968? Well, guys, if you didn't know that, you do now. Alright, guys. Kiss released Asylum on this day in 1985. The album marked a continuation of the glam metal sound of the preceding album, Animalize, and was the band's first full release with Bruce Kulick as lead guitarist on this day in 1985. Now, Kulick replaced Mark St. John, who replaced Vinnie Vincent, who replaced Ace Frehley. Okay, so let's slow this transition of Kiss guitars way down. So, Ace left, right? And then Kiss fans, like, died. I mean, literally, they died. Then there was Vinny, who was like fired for what Gene Simmons called unethical behavior. Whoops. Then there was Mark St. John, who contracted arthritis and eventually was fired when he made his condition difficult to perform anymore. Then there was Bruce Kulick, and that was going okay until Fraley rejoins the reunion tour in 1996, and Kulick was like sidelined. Well, then Fraley leaves for a second time, and then Kiss chooses Tommy Thayer over Kulick because they thought that Thayer could capture Fraley's persona much better. Thayer in, Kulick out. And Thayer still in. All right, guys, so much for Kiss. Finally, David Bowie gave us Reality, his 23rd studio album. I mean, can you imagine these numbers? It's hard to believe. 23rd studio album from Bowie. Dude put out a bunch of albums. Anyway, on this day in 2003, it was released, which would be his last record until he surprised everybody with 2013's The Next Day, which became his 24th studio album. Back at you guys, back at you. Bowie died, unfortunately, on January 10th, 2016. But I'm sure he's rocking up there somewhere. Next, celebrating a birthday today is Kenny Jones, the drummer for the Small Faces, then the Faces, and The Who. Was born on this day in 1941. Guys, we also lost singer, songwriter, and guitarist Marc Bolan of T-Rex on this day in 1977 when a car driven by his girlfriend, Gloria Jones, collided with a tree. Bolan, who was born Mark Feld, was 2 weeks shy of his 30th birthday. Man, he went young. Fun fact now, the band was initially called Tyrannosaurus Rex, but as the band shifted from a more acoustic sound to a more electric one, Mark shortened the name to T-Rex to fit with the electric sounds they were producing. I loved Get It On. Love that song. Loved it. Of course, it was later retitled to Bang a Gong, Get It On, but originally it was just Get It On. But it's a great song. Marc Bolan was amazing singer-songwriter. Anyway, he died 1977. What a loss. And then we just had a recent death. We lost Ric Ocasek, frontman of The Cars. He died actually sometime yesterday, it was reported. He was also reported to be at the age of 75 and was found deceased in his Manhattan apartment. And we've had a lot of rock and roll deaths found deceased in their Manhattan apartment. Must be like a rally point for retired rockers, Manhattan. Anyhow, it's a big loss losing Ric Ocasek. Love their stuff. Man, they were all over MTV back in the day, right? Huge. Anyway, yeah, we keep losing them at a rapid pace. But we're not losing each other, right? We're gonna live forever. All right, guys, that's rock and roll and wraps my rock history lesson today. No crying. Stop it. No tears. Because there's more in store for you tomorrow and every day right here on My Daily Dose. Coming at you Facebook Live. And look for more of My Daily Dose every day because I'll be back with more history on the classic rock legends. You can join me as I peel back those pages, and explore the past, the present, the future of the rock legends on my Daily Dose of Rock Music. On your Daily Dose of Rock Music. That's right. Guys, if you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, all you got to do is go to my YouTube channel. It's simple. Do it now. Pop open that browser, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live, and look in the Daily Dose playlist for more. You can binge watch that shit, right? Okay. And while you're there, please show me some love and click on that big ass red subscribe button. And subscribe for free. Also, guys, I cover rock news and history during my weekly live Tuesday and Thursday shows at the awesome Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas. That's in Texas. Both of those 60-minute shows, guys, are packed full of music and visual art. So join us at vocalnow.com. It's always vocal with a
K.
You're so smart, man. I love it. I love it when my Facebook friends are so smart. Giving you some likes back, guys. Okay. But speaking of visual art, besides my Tipsy Gypsy featuring Bree Akers bringing beverages and tips from behind the bar on both my weekly shows, now on Tuesdays I'm doing something I think is really cool, and I'm featuring not only a visual artist, living, breathing, once per month, but the other weeks my living, breathing creative director and artist, legendary artist, Brad Jensen, takes a deep dive into the classic rock album covers of the 1970s and 1980s as we look at the stories behind the art. That's right, guys. And a sneak peek for you here, tomorrow night's show features Texas Floyd. For all you Pink Floyd fans out there, they'll be in the studio, in Studio One with me. Guys, don't forget, vocalnow.com. When you get there, if you're on your phone, scroll right past the zoo and fuzz box, find that Vocal Live image, click on it. If you're in a browser, scroll down below Fuzzball in the Zoo, and you'll see the Vocal Live image. Click on that, and you'll go right into the show. Join us. Be part. Family. Guys, I want to thank you in advance for your loves, likes, and shares, and your comments. Those are the things that make me happy. So don't stop. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Barside Jive Live. My Instagram @Barside Jive. My website, barsidejive.com. And my YouTube channel, for emphasis, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me during my daily dose today. And as always, remember my Barside Jive mantra. We drink. Sometimes we drink heavy. But we always drink responsibly, and we never drink and drive, unless we're drinking freaking H2O. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. Gotta stay hydrated. Keep in mind that you have just one life to live, so let's make it count, guys. Let's travel the road together. I will see you next time. In the meantime, peace, love, and rock and roll. See you guys soon. Thanks. By the way, if you guys did experience some head, neck, or back tingles during this show and have an overwhelming sense of a deep, relaxing feeling, be advised that my content now does contain ASMR.
This isn't just a word from the sponsor, it's simply a very good suggestion. It stands for real refreshment.
BarsideJiveLive.com.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.
You are feeling the tingles. Calling these kinds of whispers inaudible whispers, inaudible whispers. This is the best time to put the lotion.